Okay, welcome to another chapter of San Jose in Acción. Today, I have a very special guest. She's Colleen Richards. She is the Director of School Services at ICLE, right?
That's right.
Oh, very good. So, Colleen, she has been with us during all this process we have gone through in the Catholic liberal education. Then, and when we decided as a school to be a classical school, you were the ICLE, the institute was the one to help us, to be with us, and it has been a very beautiful path we have gone through. And well, Colleen, we are so happy to have you here in Colombia again.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be back here. I've always enjoyed these trips to Colombia, here to Cajica, Colegio San Jose. It's my third time, and I feel like I'm coming home to where friends are.
Oh, great, great. And you are. I mean, you already belong to our community. Yeah. You have to know that you are part of the San Jose community. You're part of our family, and we I mean, you are for sure. So, Colleen, now that you have been a witness of all this process we have gone through and the way we are implementing things, precisely you had the chance these 4 days we have been with us. You have been training teachers. Oh, today and yesterday you had the possibility to visit many classes and give us a lot of insights about our practices, to sit down and reflect upon what we're doing and the way we're doing it. I would like you to tell us a little about those insights you have about our community, about San Jose School after all this path.
Oh gosh, that's such a beautiful and big question. Insights about your community. Well, I have to start with how welcoming and beautiful everyone is, that right from the start, everyone at every moment has just always tried to anticipate our every need or want, and we're just very, very grateful for that. I know you really want to talk about the school, but I just have to say that first.
No, that's
we
perfect.
so appreciate it. And I think that same warmth and hospitality is very evident in the classrooms and in the way that the teachers here teach. It's been a beautiful process to watch the teachers at Colegio San Jose to develop further and further into what we call Catholic liberal arts education, of taking as inspiration what is beautiful and what is good and what is true, to taking that as the real heart of what education is all about. It's about forming the hearts of these young ones to come to a closer encounter with the heart of Christ, with the heart of his mother. So that beautiful, warm hospitality is just very fertile ground for seeking what is beautiful and what is good and what is true, and doing that very concretely in the classrooms.
Great, that's great to hear. And what is it that you can suggest after all this visit, like something that we should keep in mind, that we shouldn't lose in the middle of this process? I mean, you have had the chance to talk to the school directors, to the department heads. You have been able to give us, specific guidelines, and they have been very important and very useful. And we have a lot of, we have this checklist to follow and to work on. But as a community, if we were to tell everybody in our community, what do you think is our next step, the shortest, the closest step that we have to take as a community in general terms, not those specific academic things or maybe in the curriculum, but as a community, what would you suggest us to follow? What is it we should do?
I think the time is right to really focus on our own personal articulation of the vision. You know, Nestor, that I was a school principal for 8 years. And when I started as a principal, it was at an ICLE school, and it was brand new to me. I was in that place where I didn't know how to talk about this. I didn't really understand how the vision was different, and it took time, even for me as principal, to dive into this vision and to start to understand it myself. And here I was in a position where I have to communicate it to others. That is key to
Great.
to begin to communicate the vision to others. And I'll tell you, Nestor, when I was brand new principal, I could not do it. I didn't have the formation, I didn't have the tools. It took a year or more before I felt like I could give an appropriate tour of my own school to communicate to others what the vision is. But how powerful this is when I take something, now that Colegio San Jose has been working on this for 3 years and more, really, that for the people who have been here all this time to start making a point to speak it themselves, to step into that light, that beauty, that truth and goodness, and communicate it to others. Whether it's the principal, I know Father Alberto has been doing this all along, I know he has, and you folks on the academic council, to speak that vision to your teachers, for your teachers to speak that vision to their students, for all of you here to speak that vision to the parents. It's like graduation from having people say it to me, and I hear it and I let it form my heart, but now I'm ready to speak it out. I'm ready to speak from that vision to others. You heard me say this earlier today, where sometimes what we need to do is say, it's time for me to speak about the vision. I don't know what I'm going to say, so let me open my mouth and begin talking. And we say, come Holy Spirit, right? And he does come. And that transforms the people around us, and it transforms us too.
Wow, thank you very much, because that reminds me of what the scripture says about the gospel.
Yeah.
This work that we have, this job that we have at school, we have already understood that it's not a job. It's our calling.
Yes.
God made for us, and we are we have been obedient, and now we have to comply with what we have been called to. So this is something that we have gotten. So that's something that we have to share.
Right.
And that's very beautiful, because somehow we feel we are in the process, we are still learning, we are getting to know. So I'm not able to, not yet, like give me some more, and then I will tell you when I'm ready. But you're right, this is the moment we have to start sharing what we already have. There is need, many places, many schools, maybe they're willing to have something like this, but basically they don't know what it is.
Right. And a few of them are starting to understand, hey, there's something here. This liberal education, there's something here, we need to learn this. And to have them, they'll call you up, Nestor. They'll call you up here at San Jose and say, you're doing this education, we need you to tell us about it. And you feel like, well, I'm not the expert. I've been doing this for 2 years or 3 years. I'm trying my best, but I don't have it all mastered yet. That's okay. That's exactly what they need to hear, is that you're doing something much better today than it was yesterday, much better this year than it was last year, and it's going to be much better next year than it is right now. And that's what those others need as well, is somebody bringing them along. It's very much like sharing the gospel, as you said.
Beautiful. Well, before you leave, because I know you guys have to go to the United States again, and you have many schools to visit. You're developing many workshops, and thank you again for being here with us these days. But if you know that we have many families who have come to visit the school because they're interested in a Catholic school, and when they come, they end up listening to this classical education, and they will say, that's the education in the framework of a Catholic liberal education. And immediately we have to explain what it is and give them some context to understand. But if you were to tell somebody who is getting to know the concept, the first explanation or something like that, what is it you think they should choose Colegio San Jose for their kids?
There's so many answers to that. Everybody wants the answer to be very small when really it's very, very big. To embrace Catholic liberal education is to ask the Church, teach us how to educate. The modern world has many theories and philosophies and ideologies, and these are prevalent in most modern schools, and including the Catholic schools. And it is the Church that knows God, It is the church that knows what it means to be human. It is the church that knows what our human life is for. And so the church gives us a vision of how to educate this child, every child, for their true purpose, for what they were created for. As my boss says, making of their life a masterpiece. It's really true that, so the church knows, the church has a wisdom about what the human person is for and how to educate the child for that person, drawing us out to come into the light more deeply. The liberal education that's available here at Colegio San Jose is entirely focused on that. How do we help the human person to flourish? How do we help that person to grow in wisdom and happiness? That wisdom and happiness that comes from holiness, it comes from sanctity. That's what they're going to find here.
Thank you, Colleen. Again, thank you for coming back to visit us. And I know this is not going to be the last visit. You're going to be very soon again with us. And I hope that it's going to be many times. Remember, you're part of this community. You're in our family already. So whenever you can, please come. And of course, we will be willing to be in some of those trains that you have and to give us those great insights that you always give us. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Nestor. God bless you too.
Okay, so see you in a following chapter for Colegio San Jose en Acción. Bye.